Hello, Virgo. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I want to say Happy New Year and welcome to the nine, as it says in the description box. I have your reading all laid out for you here, and it's pretty darn interesting. One of the things I want to say first is today is the new moon. And this new moon is a rare new moon. It's called the black moon, which means it's invisible. And so that's kind of strange in itself. But it might have an extra tug on you, extra emotional tug on you. You may have doubts, worries that aren't necessarily unfounded, but are stronger, or make you go places that you really don't have any evidence to go to. So just watch that. If you're feeling worried or emotional, it could be to do with this new black moon that we're having today, tonight. All right. I know it kind of messed with me a little bit today. I was getting all boo hoo about every little thing. And then I realized, is there a new moon? I always get kind of loopy when there's a new moon. So sure enough, there was and there is. So, okay, so I got to tell you, there is so much birth and new beginnings in your reading. Okay. First of all, you have the magician that is the underlying energy that jumped out, which is a time card. So I would say 6 days, 6 weeks maximum, but probably 6 days. And it has something to do with family. So something is going to be manifested here, something new, an idea, a creative idea, perhaps. Um, it could be have sentimental value to you. That's where the family thing could come in. You could be bringing something history up or something of sentimental value. Something from the past comes to the future is kind of what I'm feeling. And in the nine is when we've gathered up all our growth, all the things we've learned, and we take that value and we put it into something new. Like if you think about a baby being growing in the womb, and it takes those 9 months, and then it's not over. The being pregnant is over, but now the birth has happened. And this is what's happening in your life starting in January. January is a huge birthing time for you, Virgo. So I feel like you're birthing and you're going to take action. You're going to manifest this idea, this project, whatever it is, relationship perhaps from the past or with family. And you're going to manifest this in the coming weeks ahead. Um, then there's so many indications of this. So in the recent past, you have judgment and the ace of pentacles. So judgment says that you've, like I said, you've grown, you've gestated, you've realized what it's all been for. It's kind of aha moment, enlightenment, when we have awoken from our kind of sleepiness, and we're ready to come out, and we're ready to expand. We're ready to do something. This is a child coming out of the cave. I'm kind of surprised the Wheel of Fortune isn't here. I don't see it here because that's again coming out of the cave and ready to begin again, begin anew. And there's the rabbit at the bottom, and the rabbit is again about reproduction, birthing something, beginning something. Here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles has a lot of potential. This could be about the self, you're healing the self, you're doing, there's something with a lot of potential that you're bringing to fruition. You have the idea, it's sparking here, and now the motivation and the confidence to follow it through. Oops, everything's sticking to me. So, and then the Empress. The Empress, again, the mother, the birthing, the bringing life to something, And again, the Six of Cups. This is something that is sentimental. Someone or something from the past is coming to the present. And that makes sense with this nine thing, this gestation, something that you've been working on growing, and now you're ready to bring it to life in a new way, okay? And it's because, when we go through that time, that nine, that gestation, we become bored. We can't wait for the new. It's like, when will I not be pregnant anymore? When is this baby coming? Oh my goodness, I'm so ready. And the baby for you is whatever that project, that new thing is, that new place, that new life, that new apartment, that new job, that new relationship, whatever it is for you, because there's dissatisfaction. You're anxious to see the golden cup, to because you're not bored but sort of dissatisfied with the status quo. And the sun promises success. The sun, everything grows under the sun, I like to say. Okay, so there's huge growth potential here, and the sun is a huge wish card and success card. So this is, believe it or not, happening at the right time. You're thinking, oh, anticipation, when is this ever going to happen? But it's all unfolding as it should, in the right timing, all right? It also says you're ready to lay down a burden. There's something that's been a burden to you in some way, where you're working, where you're living, who you're with, what you're doing, and you feel it could be overwhelming at times, and still you feel you're still there, you're still responsible for it, you're still doing it, you're still carrying this load. And it could, the thing is, there's so much potential, there's other things you could be doing, and you're not trapped there in that, you're not trapped. But Virgo, for you guys, change is hard. Like, you don't like to move, to change, unless you feel really secure doing it, positive that it's the right thing. You're very leery about changing something big in your life anyway, like job or where you're living or relationships, because you hold very tightly to what you have in your life, and it gives you a huge sense of security and safety. And so for you to change something like that, you need to be sure about it. So you check this and you check that, and you're checking everything, and you move very slowly. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Because you're so leery, because you're afraid to leave your comfort zone. And even though your comfort zone is starting to feel very uncomfortable, it's still more comfortable than the unknown to you. Okay? This is the way you are, Virgo. And so I can see why it's hard for you to move forward, even though everything is saying it's a go, man. It is a go. It's time. We're going to give you a little boot in the tush, and it's time for you to go. We are never really sure about what we're going in. It all looks good, the Yellow Brick Road and all that, but there could be challenges along the way, and there probably is going to be, Virgo. You will be okay. You're the magician. You can handle it. And when you're pushed into something, when you have no choice, you're like, oh, well, I guess I got to do it, so I'm doing it. And it's not so scary. But when you get to choose, it's very scary to you. You're like, well, I don't know. I better just stay where I am. Oh, well, I don't know. You're very much like that, because it's hard for you to leave that comfortable womb, the womb. So In the present, this new moon, like I say, is giving you a bit of confusion because there's every indication here that you're going to be working on something that is worthwhile, leaving your mark in some sort of way. And you could be collaborating with other people. I have a big feeling you're going to be. You know, you know what I thought of, and probably this isn't happening, but it just made me think of when we're writing a story about our family history to leave for the rest of our family so they know where we come from, who we are, who you are, you know. And it makes me think about that, like where you're going and gathering stories from other family members. And what do you remember about Aunt Joe and Uncle Bill? And what about great great grandma, Ethel? And so gathering stories, gathering information, gathering things to contribute to this this landmark thing that you're creating. So whether, I don't know what it is exactly, but it looks like, I think other people are involved, if only bystanders, spectators, people are watching. And don't be dissuaded by this new moon that often gives us doubt, confusion, um, you know, uh, suspicion, maybe, suspicion, something. Anyway, it's very temporary, the energies of the moon. It's very temporary. So just wait a few days and you'll be over that part, because this has a lot of potential. This, what you're working on, what you're going to get into. And like I said just a second ago, you're very leery about what you can't see for sure, unless you know for sure. And even then, you're leery because this says you want to know what else is out there. You want to go to the other side of that hill and explore this new life, this new adventure, but you're feeling so vulnerable. You're feeling naked almost, going into public naked kind of thing is how you're feeling. Feeling not protected in some way going into this new adventure. But that's just you, Virgo. And a lot of us feel that way. There's something you don't want to see about it, and I think it's the positive. I think it's that it could work out. You're seeing all this thing. Oh, what if that happened? But what if that happens? And instead of seeing, you know what? There's all the signs are telling me to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to just have faith and believe. What about if you thought that, Virgo? You know, had confidence and believed that this is your time. This is the right time for it to all, for it's like the floodgates just open and the water's allowed to flow. The beaver dam has been moved and everything's allowed to move again. So you're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for some sort of ships to come in. You're waiting for a sign for you to move forward, okay? Because you're ready to move forward. And I think you're going. I think you're going to do it. You know it. But you're kind of waiting for that absolutely positive yes, you can. And I think you just need to give it to yourself. But there could be an absolutely positive yes, because there's something to celebrate here. You have two threes, three of wands and three of cups. So what you've been waiting for probably happens. There's something to celebrate. You say, oh my goodness, I got the job. Oh my goodness, I got the place. Oh my goodness, someone wants me to write the story. Oh my goodness, it's a big positive affirmation here happening. The one you've been waiting for, that gives you the go ahead, that makes you feel a little bit safer to move forward, because you've been kind of, oh, I don't know. Now, um, there could be someone, the King of Cups, and the King of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And the King of Cups is a very emotional person. They make all their decisions based on their emotions, and it could be you at this time, because you're a very emotional person too. And but although though even though the King of Cups is very emotional, this could be male or female. They're also a little bit detached because they're afraid to reveal all of their heart completely. They feel like if someone knows all of their heart, they have an advantage on them, and you could hurt me then. So they only reveal 70% of their heart and give 70% of their heart. And they hold back some of that for that worry. You know what I mean? And there is also the hangman here. And the hangman says that we need to, there's something that we're holding on to, something that we need to sacrifice for the greater good. Let go of it. See a different side of it. Be more objective and also not have control. Because in the hanged man, we don't have control. We just have to let go of control. There's nothing we can say, there's nothing we can do. We just watch and and let it unfold before us, okay? So there's that. It's about faith a little bit, and about seeing that there's maybe another way to think about this, another way to believe. Maybe there's other faiths that are true too. Maybe your God's just as much alive as my God, you know, and maybe all of the gods are there. Like there's value in everything, and so there's something here about trusting. I think trusting, you know. So this is pretty exciting. So there also is something about your gut. The high priestess talks about timing, There's a time and place for everything and waiting for the right time. And it has to do with a lot with planetary alignments. And I think they're all aligning right now for a huge light, to be able to see the light, okay? And you're going to need strength for whatever you're going to move forward with and handle things with grace, okay? Because you're feeling a lot of passion towards this. You really want to do it, maybe some courage too. But I think it's just about the change itself, Virgo, because change is so big for you. And so requires a lot of strength because you get scared when you've got to change everything. Once you're doing it, once it's happening, once it's moving, you feel fine. You still feel nervous and everything, but you don't feel as nervous as just thinking about doing it. You know what I mean? So you got to trust your gut, and your gut's telling you this is right. It's okay. This is everything. All the signs are showing me this is fine. Okay. And you could be getting money, or like there seems to be a flow of money or something like that. You may have to give money to get money. You may have to give something to get something. It feels like there's an even exchange happening here. So I don't think this is free. Whatever you're doing, you may have to invest something, but you're definitely going to get something back out of it. All right. And there may be a time like you have to invest your time and energy and your skills before you're seeing the fruits of your labor. There may be where you have to invest first, like I said, before you get something back. So there may be a little bit of a delay, of that, right? And this is the part that scares you sometimes, right? You like to feel safe and secure and stable and everything. You get worried when things aren't exactly, you know, um, stable, right? And I feel like there's something you're going to let go of, like I said. something that it doesn't feel good anymore. There's something about it that doesn't feel good anymore. You're not happy in this place, in this job, with this person, whoever it was. The place gives you nerves, or the situation gives you bad nerves, anxiety, might keep you up. You're losing sleep. Could be hard on your health in some way, and you realize it's time to go. You know, everything's adding up that it's not right for you anymore. And you're doing the math. You're doing the math and you realize, why am I holding on to this still? It's not good for me. I need to go. But you just need to be strong and do it and realize probably where you're going is much better, much happier. The sun is shining there. And every indication here is saying it's time. You know, you're ready for it. It's right. You're ready to come out of the womb, Virgo. So, here in the cartomancy, let's see. Well, look at that right off the bat, the 10 of spades. So we have a completion. This is also a barrier, okay? And I think the barrier for you is to move forward, to feel positive about this progress that's happening. That's, you get scared, like I've been saying over and over again here, but you're gaining something here. You're going to be happier. You're gonna it could even be of more value to you in some way, somehow, okay? Also, I feel like you might have more creative freedom at this new situation, all right? But you're getting something that was a barrier to you. You couldn't move past certain things. You couldn't do this and you couldn't do that, and you couldn't get things done. It seemed like you were stopped here and stopped there and stopped there, where you're getting by that now. The change in the situation is opening things up. Again, another gain. This is in your creative process. You might even start making money at what you do for a living. You could be gaining work. You could be gaining contracts. This could be by a particular person. This King of Clubs is you or someone around you that wants to pay you for what you're doing. And like I said, you could be putting time and energy into something that you see a payout later on for it, a value for sure, some sort of value. This person could have brown or hazel eyes, is friendly, is very creative, is a really good networker, knows who to talk to, where to go, that sort of thing. Takes something and makes it grow. It reminds me of the magician, kind of, in a way. And so I think that you're getting help from this person, or they're helping you finalize something. Now, this could be at the new place, the new situation. This person is there, and I feel like a friend. This person is going to become a friend or is helping you. Woo-wee! Look at that. 2 aces. So isn't that interesting, eh? 2 10s, 10 of spades, 10 of diamonds, and 2 aces right away. Ace of clubs, ace of diamonds. So ace of clubs is usually new business or new home. And ace of diamonds is a contract or an agreement, something you're signing usually, okay? A letter of some sort. And this is with the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts could be a family member, like you could be a brother, uncle, father, something like that, or it could be a female too. But it's someone you feel close to, someone that's kind, that's helpful, that's supportive. This is really good. So it's either a job where you're signing a contract and making money, or a deal where you're signing a contract making money, or a home where you're signing an agreement and you're happy this person is there, or they're helping you with this place, or they're the one that tells you about this place, or something. They have something to do with it. Anyway, and also the King of Hearts is also very happy, very happy where they are, where they ended up. This is nice. Right on. In your work pile, there's some sort of relationship that is growing here. You're growing closer to someone, and this could be the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs is like the King of Clubs. This is usually seen as a friend. They're helpful, supportive, they're creative. They also can find ways that we're not thinking of. They connect the dots. There's someone that really can connect the dots. Anyway, you are getting closer to this person. They could be helping you. And also, I think that this person could have a youngster or a kid who could be in trouble, or they're helping people that are in trouble. They could be a social worker, a nurse, something like that. And so they actually, that's what they could be doing for a living. I don't know how this ties to you. You're either getting closer to this person, or it ties to you somehow. That and the young people around this person that are in trouble in some way. Okay. But she's helping them, or he is helping these people in trouble with kindness. And like I said, connecting the dots. How others are seeing you and influencing you. Look, 2 10s. Look at that. You had 2 aces up there and 2 10s. Okay. So this 9 that we're moving into 2025 is about completion, but not finality. Like a new thing opens up. So this is a meeting. This is some sort of a business meeting regarding your finances, um, negotiation, some sort of financial situation, something about your security. I really feel like you're moving. I got to tell you, Virgo, I think you're moving. Okay. I think you're moving to something happier, more stable. Um, yeah, there's something about it. Now, you may have to negotiate financially about it, but with these 2 10s together, usually to me, that means moving. So this is moving home or moving career, depending on who you are. Could be both things. But the thing is that you are overjoyed about this, that you're so happy. Okay. Because like I said, you worry about these things, say, like other people think, yeah, I think I'm gonna move, and they don't think much about it and they just plan it out. Whereas you're like, oh my God, I think I have to move. Oh, and you just really stress over it, but you are very, very happy. And this is how others are seeing you or trying to help you in this situation, is getting you to a better situation. So in the foundation, you could receive a message, okay? And the message could be about moving. There could be a change in the situation of where you are, where you're situated, but I also see you gaining financially in some way, somehow, okay? And you're getting a message about it, like maybe there's a fund that you didn't know that you were entitled to, and all of a sudden you're getting that. This is very happy. This is a wish come true for you. You are able to do something easier now that you didn't think you could afford to do before. This is opens a door. This is it, you're gaining financially somehow, and this is makes you very happy. So a wish is coming to you and you're going to hear about it, or you could have heard about it. Okay. Also, could have something to do with communication, and some sort of dawning on you happens through communication. You kind of get an aha moment. Okay. And this elevates you into a new way of thinking, system of beliefs. Okay? It's gonna make you happy. A lot of happy, happy, happy. And then what you don't see coming is you have a business meeting come. This usually looks like a friendly meeting. And of course, you're concerned, Virgo, as you always are. This is you or someone around you. This is the Queen of Spades. She is single, not by choice. She's separated, widowed, divorced. She could, uh, she's a very, very smart and cunning woman or man. This person is very wise and can sometimes be abrupt, like very honest, They aren't trying to sugarcoat everything. So they say things, they call them as they see them. Say what I mean and mean what I say kind of person, okay? And so there's something in this meeting that concerns this person. Okay, they might be a little bit worried about the negotiations in a partnership, possibly here. But I see you working through this, solving things, making things happen. I think that one of the things you like about this person is they are on the table kind of person. You don't have to wonder what they're thinking, what they're doing, because they say it all just like it is. You know what I mean? And I think you like that. You feel more secure in that. But also, this could be you, Virgo, because Virgos are very, very matter of fact as well. And maybe that's what they like about you is you're very matter of fact. You say it like it is, and they feel confident in a partnership with you, in an agreement with you, because of how you are. Sometimes there is a little concern that when someone is on their own, they think, oh, geez, can they handle all this responsibility on their own? So maybe something like that. I think a lot of it's in your own head. You're always have been able to handle whatever is in front of you. So you have no need to worry. This also could be a family member around you that you might be a little bit worried about, something like that. But there's not really anything to worry. All of your cards are positive. All of your cards are good. The only thing you really need to have strength about is to believe that you can move forward. You can handle this. These are small waves that lead to a beautiful beach for you, is how I kind of see it. And it's happening all at the right time when it should. The baby is born in the ninth month, just like it's supposed to. Everything is going along according to plan, according to normal development. And you're just having a hard time, like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. You're ready. The time is right. You could do it. It's safe. It's safe to do so. I'm really happy for you, Virgo. This is a big release for you, for something, a job, a place, or something that has, I feel, been uncomfortable for a while for some reason. I don't know why, but it has. And so it's very nice that you're moving on to this new thing where you're going to be a lot happier, more at ease, healthier, like everything. Everything is, you're going to, once you're there and doing it and living it, you're going to be thinking, why was I so worried? I just love it. I should have done this a year ago, you'd be thinking. But for you, it's just that hard stepping stone thing. But you're going to be fine. Okay. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you in the month to come. I might be a little bit late with my February reading. I'm going away in January, so I might be a little bit late. I might be into February before I get them out, but say la vie, that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, Happy New Year. And I'm really excited to hear how this is unfolding for you. So if you don't know about it right yet, and it takes a couple of weeks to happen, I would say within 6 days, you're going to know exactly what's going on. Okay. And I would love to hear about it. I just love when I find out the ways that this resonates, because for everybody it's a little bit differently, eh? So it's kind of interesting the ways that these things resonate for you. Anyway, take care. I love you so much. Bye now.